Hello, YouTube. We are live. I don't know for how long. I know my connection is total crap tonight. Download a little over 2 megabytes per second. Upload not even a quarter of a megabyte per second, which is disastrous. It's been raining like crazy. The satellite's soaking wet. So it's probably not going to happen. I'm here just to let everybody know. I may have to just shut it down. It's beginning to look to me like lives are going to be impossible. It's just not going to happen unless the weather is like really great outside, because the speeds are not what they told me they would be. Hello, ASD. My connection is total shit now, so I don't know if I'm going to be staying live very much tonight or not. I got this wonderful Viastat, which totally sucks. My download speed is about 2.5 megabits per second. Upload is about a quarter of a megabyte per second. Hello, Ken. How you doing? It's Town ASD here. It's probably not going to stay live very long because my connection is total crap. I'll bet what I'm saying right now you won't get for at least a minute or two. I'm very, very discouraged with Viastat. It's total crap. Very disappointing. This unfortunately, it was that or HughesNet. HughesNet's even worse. I know people that's got HughesNet. It's worse. I don't know how it can get any worse because it's pretty crappy as it is. A bit worn out. It's been a struggle all day. Had toilet problems in the RV. Spent most of the day tracking down a new toilet. Finally got one. Expensive as all get out. Couldn't even really afford one. But I had to get a new toilet. Then the flange didn't want to be replaced because the bolts were just so rusty. Hi, Trinity. How you doing, sweetheart? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, guys. At least we'll get those. Yeah, I got the toilet replaced finally. We got a higher one. The other one was one of them low ones. My wife hated it, so did I, but we got one higher. But I finally got it in after some ingenuity. I'm very disappointed right now, Trinity. I'm very, very upset and disappointed with this live. I really am. I'm so upset about it that I'm about ready to just shut the live down totally. I don't want to, but I don't see I have much choice. I can't communicate with anybody if this crap doesn't work. "12-hour stream, that's a heck of a long stream. It's a good thing when you stream it live, it saves it automatically. Uploading it would be horrible. Not as sorry as I am, Trinity, because I've worked hard to try to get this community going. And I'm sure the video looks like total crap right now. I can't see it right now because the phone's not on. But I'll bet for everybody else, it looks like total crap. If you can even see it. I don't even know if you can even see it. You probably have to see it at 144. Can't even get 720p. It's just total crap. I'm assuming you can hear me. Well, I mean, I don't know how it can look fine because the upload is it's hardly even there. There's hardly any upload at all. So I'm not sure how you can even see anything. I'm gonna turn my phone on and take a look, but I'm sure it does. Ken, it's not gonna get any better. There's no you. It's nice to say that. I appreciate you saying that, but Viastat's not gonna get any better. It's satellite internet, and it's just not gonna get better. If I was still on my DSL, I could say, well, yeah, it might get better if I make enough phone calls and complain enough and they get an engineer out here again. But with the satellite, it's not going to get any better. And I guess the most upsetting thing is it's hard to get new people here when it looks like total crap. Let me pull my wife's account up and log her in and see just how bad it looks. I know last night I did it and it looked terrible. And Ken, we just missed recon last night. I mean, right after I shut it down, recon showed up. He left me a message. And I had to tell him, I said, hey, we left because nobody else was on. Everybody else left early. I guess he got on about 11, he said. But I thought we left a little bit after 11. So I don't know. I was pretty sure we were on for at least a half an hour. I appreciate that, Ken. I look forward to talking with you guys also. Well, I'm looking at it on the phone. I mean, it looks pretty crappy. About the same as last night, I guess. Let's see if I can hear myself talking here. Yeah. But I keep getting a swirling thing all the time, which means it's buffering big time. Let's see what the lag time is. About 16, 17 seconds lag time. I don't know, it might be a little bit better than last night even. I don't know. It seems to me it was even more than that last night. Well, I'll pull my wife off here. I lose a person, but that's the way it goes. So that hopefully it gives you guys a little bit more speed. Now I showed you well, it's heavy. We had 6 for, oh, that was my wife was on. I logged her off. As you can see, I didn't get nothing done in here today. We're dealing with that toilet issue all day. What a pain in the butt. RV toilets are a real pain in the butt, believe me. It was a real pain. Drove me nuts. Well, that's why that thing I couldn't turn it. I wonder why I couldn't move that back and forth the other way. I'm trying not to, Trinity. It's just hard. Oh, wow. Thank you for the sticky there, ASD. I appreciate that. Yeah, I still haven't found my medication yet either. So my blood pressure, I'm sure, is sky high at the moment. Yeah, every little bit helps, as you know, ASD. I've had this thing going for months. I think I've got about $37 in all this time total. And they won't give me nothing, as you probably already know, until you get 100. So it probably take me the rest of the year to get the 100, which is kind of crappy. I doubt they will because the VA is real strict on that stuff. They'll probably make me wait another 2 months to get it. Or you have to wait for Twitch too, ASC? I thought they were a lot better about paying. Are they at 100 on Twitch too, or is it less? Hopefully it's less. I know you do a lot on Twitch. I don't, but um, if it's the same as YouTube, hell, that'd take forever too. Yeah, it's hard. Oh, it is $100 threshold, ASD. Wow. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, and that's my big concern, Ken, too. Is I mean, I have a base of people here that come. I mean, we don't have a lot, but we have, sometimes we have up to as many as 15, but that's rare. Usually it's like 5 or 6, maybe 7, not that many. It's hard to make it grow. And I really need it to grow because I need the view hours, and I'm not getting view hours. I am way down on view hours. In fact, I'm gonna lose monetization probably on that year anniversary if I don't get more people coming in, and that's gonna really stink. Well, that's good, ASD. How many followers do you have to have on Twitch before you get monetized? Surely it can't be as much as YouTube. I wouldn't think. Oh, in fact, you haven't even been here, ASD. This mess behind me is my shed from the other place. It's a 10 by 16 shed, and we got 4 feet by 10 feet walled off. That is actually storage, that part of it. But the other 12 by 10 is actually going to be my studio. Um, so it's a pretty small studio, but it's going to be for doing the YouTube stuff, painting, and what music stuff I do. So it's not a lot of room for all that, but I'm trying to reorganize everything to make it work somehow. Oh, there's no monetization thing? I know you do, Trinity. I appreciate it every time you come on. And I know you have school and stuff. Believe me, I understand that 100%. That's more important than coming on here. Doing your school and stuff, that's just way more important to me. I want you to get your education. That's the most important thing. And I love you that much. I'd rather you study and do your college than come on here. If there's a choice, I always take the studying. Always. So, do you do very well at all on Twitch yet, or are you like me, just struggling along with the Twitch to get that $100 ASD? Well, I appreciate that, Trinity. Oh, you do okay? Well, that's good. Well, I'm glad you do. When I get the time, when I get all this stuff done, I promise you, I will probably eventually look into Twitch as another way of funding this, um, the whole thing. Um, but I just haven't had the time to really look at it really good. It's really tough for me to even do that ASC. I'd love to, but right now I am so busy, I just can't do anything. The RV, I've been taking up all my time when we moved. I think we moved a ton of stuff. I mean, hundreds of boxes that we're still unpacking. It's just unreal. I didn't know. I didn't know you could have so much junk. I mean, just being at the other place for like 23, 24 years, whatever it was, we accumulated so much stuff. You don't even realize it until you pack it. We rented a 16-foot U-Haul, the big truck, big truck. There was like 2 trips of that full. Going into a 35-foot RV in a storage shed here, and we got another little storage shed that's an old bread truck, which is a big boxed-in bread truck. That's almost full. And I don't know how many trips we made with the 15-passenger van with stuff in it, and our car. When we come up here, we throw 3, 4, or 5 boxes in the car and stuff, and unload it when we got here. It's unbelievable. And we didn't even take everything. We basically gave away a lot of stuff. And that's not even any furniture. Yeah, I can do that too, ASD. I'll be becoming more involved in things once I get the studio going and stuff and get to be relaxed a little bit and stuff. I've just been so focused on trying to at least keep this going because, as you know, I didn't even do any lives for, I don't know, Ken or Trinity, you might know how many days it was. It was probably a week. I didn't do any lives at all. I think I did one live in there in the middle of somewhere on my phone. And it was awful. But I wanted to at least do something to let everybody know I didn't disappear. It's just, I got to get so much stuff done. I haven't even painted in months. It's been a couple of months since I've even painted a picture. I'm so far behind. In fact, I got hang pictures in here. We did put some boards up. I'm not sure if you can see them or not. Well, I guess you can. There's a board back there. Every so many inches or whatever, there'll be a nail or something there to hold a painting. And all the way around the room. We'll have paintings all the way around this whole room. And some even further down, maybe some different spots that I can put some paintings on. And mainly just because I have nowhere to put them. I've got to at least hang some up so I can put some of the better ones up there. People can see them while I'm doing lives and whatever and doing other videos, and they can see them in the background, and maybe it'll help me sell them. Somebody will buy one. I'm getting ready to, I know you're interested in some. The ones I painted before that have videos on, I'm very serious, and I told Recon this already. I may sell probably all of those maybe at like 50% off. And I know you liked a couple of them, so if you're interested, let me know. I will do a video on them and offer like 50% off them things just to get them out, just to move them. Because they're all ready to go. I just got to locate them all. Most of them won't be framed because it's cheaper for me to send them and it's cheaper for you to buy them not framed. And it really is. People don't realize it, but it's cheaper for you to buy a frame when you get the picture than buy one from me, even though it's all mounted when you get it. It's cheaper for you to buy your own because it saves you a lot of money on shipping, and it saves you money on a frame. So it's way cheaper that way, and it makes a smaller package too. Hey, Steve, are you doing anything with aren't you on Instagram too? I have an Instagram, but I rarely even look anymore. I used to go there faithfully all the time when I did live streams and posted live streams. And I don't think I ever got one person from an Instagram post. I did sign up for Twitch though. I'm pretty sure I did. I know I did. You don't use it? I don't blame you. It is like super confusing for me. I don't know how people get so many followers and all that stuff, and I don't know. It's just confusing. It just doesn't seem. It seems difficult to manipulate, to do things with. It just seems very difficult. I know everything has a learning curve. YouTube has a big learning curve to learn everything. No, I don't, Ken. They ship in a box because most of them are canvas or a canvas board, so you can't ship them they don't roll up. If I did paintings on paper like acrylic or something, I could actually send them in a tube then, but if they're usually small enough, then I can actually send them in a manila envelope or something like that with a couple of pieces of cardboard on each side of it. What's up, Recon? You made it tonight. Ask Ken. We were here for at least about a half an hour. I think we must have just left right when you came on. We must have just logged off. But it was horrible. It was only like everybody else had to leave. They all had other things going on and doing things. So Ken and I just kind of looked at each other for a while, and I finally just said, "Yeah, we might as well just log off too and be done with it." And last night's connection was horrible, even worse than tonight. Tonight's bad enough. It's my download tonight is awful, like 2.5 megabits per second. My upload, get this, 0.25 megabits per second, a quarter of a megabyte upload. Horrible. Like I was telling these guys, it's got me so depressed. I'm about ready to stop doing the live streams because there's no quality in it for you guys. It looks horrible. It's just horrible. It's been on my mind for days now, for a week. It's just been. You can't grow a channel when you got videos that look like total crap that are live. They're total crap. And I need to get them to grow. People don't understand that. When you're monetized, if you're not getting the views, and now my views are way down. I'm getting hardly no comments at all. None. It's just, when it comes to be my year anniversary date, they're probably going to shut my monetization down. It looks good okay to you, Recon? Well, I was looking at it on my phone, and it looked like total crap. And everybody's been telling me it looks fuzzy and blurry, and I know the lag time is at least 7 or 8 seconds tonight. Last night it was, ask Ken. I would say something, and he didn't hear it for at least a minute, maybe 2 minutes sometimes. It was horrible. Horrible. It was hard to keep a conversation going with that kind of a lag time. Of course, weather is my biggest enemy with satellite. It was pouring most of the day today, and it rained yesterday. Rain and cloud cover destroys satellite signal. It really does. And I knew that because I've had satellite before. You guys probably have too. Satellite TV at one time, Dish Network or whatever. Had the same problem with the TV. I haven't had it for a long, long time because of it. Yeah. I mean, I haven't even been able to do a 720p. I think I'm broadcasting right now way less than 720p. Let me see what it says. 480. I am running at 480p. I'm going to set it for 720. You watch this thing. It'll probably lag. All right, we're at 720p now. You tell me, all of you tell me if you can see a difference and tell me if it's buffering or not. Okay? You probably get this message in about 8 seconds, if you're lucky. I am set now to broadcast at 720p. I'm sure it'll take a while for you guys to reply with all this lag. So, is it buffering? I bet it's buffering for everybody. At 720p, I'm sure it's buffering. Because that's what it's officially broadcasting at right now. If I bring my phone up with my wife's, I guarantee you it will buffer almost constantly. No buffering at all? That's a miracle. That's just a miracle. I'm going to pull it up here on my own network. It's already buffering. That looks good to you, Ken? Well, that's great. I'm surprised. I am really shocked. Okay, now I'm looking at it and it looks crappy. I'm listening to myself from like a minute ago already. It's just buffering that much. Now, I just disconnected that. I'm not even running my wife on here because, and I always did before. Really? It looks the same as the house was that bad too? Wow. That's sad. The house should have looked way better because I know my up and down speeds were way more than they are right now. Way more. And it was all hardwired too, so it was more consistent. But I know we had problems there too with buffering too, so. So ASD, how many live streams are you doing a week now? Are you doing one every night now, or how many are you doing a week now? I tell you what, Recon, it's been an awful day. I ain't been able to accomplish nothing today. Since I told you we had this toilet issue in the RV. I told the other guys already. Most of the day I spent trying to find Well, I went to look for parts for the toilet first, and by the time I added up the parts for the toilet, it was the same amount as buying a new toilet. I'm like, I'm not buying all these parts when I can buy a new toilet for the same damn price. So I ended up buying a new toilet. They had to go get one out of their warehouse and whatever. First they brought the wrong one, the wrong color. Then they had to go get another one. Get it home. Then I find out the floor flange is the wrong damn floor flange for the toilet. It's positioned wrong. My original was a Thayer. It was a 4-bolt toilet, which is great. Supposedly the Dometic, which Dometic bought out there, the Dometic supposedly would work with a 4-bolt or a 2-bolt. No, it didn't. No. I had to re-engineer the whole damn thing because I couldn't get the floor flange off because the bolts were too rusted. And there's like 8 of them holding it down. Couldn't get them out. I ended up getting a big ring, metal ring, that had holes relocated in it. Put it down, and I had to screw it down. I had to drill holes into the other one first, screw it down over the top of it so I could get the 2 bolts up from the bottom to take the toilet. What a real pain about that was. And then I had to go find unfortunately the water line wasn't long enough to reach the new toilet. It was on the other side of the toilet. So I had to go find a bunch of new fittings, which took a couple trips to the hardware store. But at least now there's no smell, because we were getting smell because the seal, they have like a flapper that closes off the hole in the toilet up inside it. But there's a seal around there. That seal was bad. Kept smelling it. It was a 3-inch. So it made an ungodly smell in the camper. I had to get it fixed. So that's one of the reasons I decided to just get a new toilet. I didn't want to. Don't play with crap like that. That can hurt you. Smelling fumes from the septic system all the time. It's just and it's very unpleasant anyway. Nobody wants to smell that crap. So I decided I had to bite the bullet. Didn't really have the money, and I had to get it fixed. Lisa, how you doing? I was hoping you'd come back. I know we were down for a little while. We've had a few streams since then. I did one on the phone once, but I'm thrilled that you found your way back. Well, the toilet's fixed now, yes. The RV toilet is finally fixed, thank God. I don't care how much money you got, Recon. It stinks no matter how much money you got. Oh, that's great. Congratulations, ASD. You got 1,000 followers. You're going to be doing 3 to 4 day a week, up to 1K every day of the week. Yeah, I knew you were streaming quite a bit. Yes, it's new. It's a mess. We have hundreds of boxes, and I'll be unpacking for another month probably at least. Okay, Trinity, go to bed, honey. I appreciate you coming on, sweetheart. We'll talk to you later. Have a good night. And don't forget to do some extra studying. Lisa, how have you been? We haven't talked to you, and it's been quite a while now. How you been doing? I'm really glad you got the notice tonight. Have you been getting notices at all, or did you just happen to come across it tonight? No coffee tonight either, Ken. We're Gatorade again. I had coffee before I came out here and decided to just grab some Gatorade. Oh, you got a course exam too, huh? A counseling course exam? All right. Well, I hope you do well. Or have you already taken the exam? Yeah, Trinity, she was studying for some of her finals too. And she passed, which was great. I think she got some more to do though. Minnie was on last night for a short time recon. I think she wanted to say hello to you and let you know she said hello. I'm getting dizzy because I'm smelling the paint in here. So if I act irrational tonight, it's because I'm going loopy from the paint smell. I don't know if that's good or not, but I can't get this. I haven't got this. You know, it takes time when you paint something new. It takes time for that smell to get out. Yeah, I've got a window air conditioner in here already, Recon. I turned it off though because I didn't want it to annoy you guys. It's a bit warm right now, but I turned it off so you guys wouldn't be annoyed by it. Which is really not that hot out right now. I could probably turn the fan on for it, but I didn't do that either. I didn't want it to be too noisy. Eventually, yeah, something's going to have to run in here at night. Unless I come out here earlier and get it cooled down before I do the live stream. I was going to put a ceiling fan up here. And I might eventually. I may get a ceiling fan. Yeah, I thought she might pop in tonight. I'm not sure if she will or not. She last night she was watching a stream with their church, and while they were choir was singing, she got on one of her other um, an Android or phone or whatever, and came on here to talk to us for a little bit while they were doing the singing. Hey, Velvet, how you doing? Glad you made it tonight. You're late again. My goodness. Yeah, well, tell her you said hi, Lisa. If you all when you probably already noticed, Lisa, but on the comments of this video when it's done, you can always leave a comment there and say hi to Minnie. She will definitely answer you too, or if you want to say anything to her. We need comments, big time. I keep telling everybody this. Well, I haven't been telling everybody every day, but we really need more comments. Otherwise, it's going to be a problem here before long because I'm not getting any comments. And then like and share them if you can, and thumbs up on them and the hearts and all that stuff. And you did watch most of it. Did it make you fall asleep? Because Ken and I was staring at each other for the last 10 minutes, I think. When we Ken? Well, he wasn't staring at me, but well, he might have been staring at me, but I couldn't stare at him. But I know everybody left, and we was like, everybody's gone. And we waited a little bit for you, and you didn't show up. I figured you might have got stranded at Taco Bell or something. You got busy. Well, that's okay. You got busy. That's fine. She's doing okay. She's holding out. I mean, we see her usually every day. She'll come over and have a cup of coffee with my wife or something, or me, or whatever, and bring the baby over. My wife brought her shopping earlier for groceries and whatnot. She's doing okay. She's still having her moments. Oh, excuse me. So Lisa, do you have some more exams coming up for your counseling, or is this kind of the final step that you're taking for that, or is that just part of the program you're doing right now? Oh, I did get 3 or 4 texts from Brad today, because I did text him last night to come and join us, and he apologized because he was moving too, and he's exhausted, which I understand that 100%. And we briefly talked back and forth a couple of times about how much crap we accumulate, with the moving and whatever. And I told him how much we had, and you know how tiring it's been. But he's been exhausted from it. And the phone rang. It was my daughter Nancy. Wanted to know if my wife was still up, and I have no idea. I'm out in the studio, which not Lisa, Velvet is with her too, I guess. And she knew I was in the studio. I'm surprised. How would I know? My wife goes to bed whenever she feels like it. Sometimes earlier, sometimes later. An introduction course. Okay. Yeah. Program is done. Well, great. Great. I assume you passed okay, right, Lisa? Well, congratulations. I'm sure you passed. I'm sure you're very intelligent and would probably pass it pretty easily. Oh, you don't know your grades yet? I'm sure they're better than what Recon could do. I can tell you that much right now. He would probably flunk. He has trouble counting change for Taco Bell. Right, Recon? Believe me, they are. And they go all the way to the floor. There's a table behind me, but the table's packed underneath too. To this side of me is a shelf that goes all the way to the ceiling. It's about 6 feet wide, 1.5 feet deep. It's full. It's full. Boxes full of stuff. Haven't even touched them. The only free spot is where I'm sitting. I am definitely enclosed in boxes. We can't admit it, see? So anyway, I guess I lost track of what I was saying. Brad did say as soon as he gets done with the moving and stuff and rested up a little bit, he was planning on coming to the live stream and helping out a lot. So I assume frequently. Whether it's every day or not, I don't know. But he said he had already planned on coming to help me out here in the live stream. So hopefully when he gets done, we'll see a lot more of Brad. That's right. Lisa's not in the U.S. She's in the Caribbean. I would think she could practice here either way. It's hard to tell. I know different countries and stuff have different requirements. I have another friend of mine who's a doctor. He actually was from, where was he from? um, somewhere over there by Iraq. I don't know where it was in that area. Anyway, he's a really nice guy. And he was a full-fledged doctor over there for a number of years. When he came to the United States, he actually had to go back to school for a couple more years, even though he was already in school over there for 8 years or whatever. Over here, he had to go through school again. He spoke English fluently, no problem with that. Same terms and everything else, but he had to go through something here for a couple of years just so he could practice medicine here. You would think that it'll be kind of transferable, but who knows? Whatever the government says, I guess. Well, did you win anything, Recon? Well, where she lives is the most important thing anyway. She could probably check on it, but I'm sure her main goal is to be qualified there in the Caribbean. If she's practicing therapy, Recon, you need to talk to her. Right, Ken? Ken and I know that you need therapy. So I guess you need to sign up. Of course, I think she only does teenagers, so you're probably way out of that line. Well, you're already teaching, aren't you, Lisa? As I recall. I'm not that crazy about pizza anymore. I think I've always told people that, but I mean, I'll eat it once in a while, but I'm not that crazy about it anymore. The older I got, the less I liked it. I loved it when I was younger. I loved it. I'd eat the whole pizza. Now it's just like 2 slices. I'm done. We have some good pizza places around too. I mean, there's a small town next to me here, Newberry. I don't think the population is more than 2,000 people. I never looked it up, but it's probably no much. It ain't much more than that. Maybe 3,000. It's not a very big place. Would you believe they've got, see, 1, 2, 3, 4 pizza places in that little town. And Domino's is one of them, and Little Caesars. And then there's 2 privately owned pizza places. I mean, can you imagine that? A population of like 3,000 people? 4 businesses like that? And they make a living doing it. They make money. I mean, it's just unreal. Of course, there's a lot of rural areas around that small town, so there's probably more people, but they don't actually live in that town. But there's a lot of people that live close by, and they do a lot of deliveries. So, yeah, I thought you did social studies and stuff. Yeah, that's great. You know, I've always, for some reason, liked Pizza Hut better than most places, but probably because of the cheese crust. But I think other places have cheese crust now too. So Little Caesars is not bad either. I mean, I'm not a huge pizza buff like Recon is, but I haven't had Little Caesars very much, maybe a couple of times. But the times I had the Little Caesars, I was surprised. It wasn't too bad at all, even though it was square. I thought it was not too bad. I mean, pizza to me is kind of in the Italian food category, but if I really want Italian food, of course my wife makes spaghetti and chop suey and stuff like that all the time, macaroni, whatever, um, and lasagna once in a while. I prefer the Olive Garden. It's really one of my wife's favorite places to go because she loves the Alfredo, fettuccine Alfredo. That's her favorite. Me, I like the lasagna. The tortellini is not bad too, but I rarely have it anymore. Usually I just get the lasagna. Although I like some of their soup too. They've got some really good soup there. I can't pronounce it right, I'm sure, but pasta fagioli soup, something like that. Pasta fagioli. That's just awesome soup. My wife's gotten angry at me because I wouldn't order a regular dinner before because you can get the unlimited soup with all the rolls you can eat. If you're familiar with the Olive Garden, you get all them really nice rolls they give you. They're great. And I'll get the unlimited soup. I'll eat 2 or 3 bowls of soup and you know, 4 of them big rolls or whatever, and I'm full. Love it. Load up your enemies. Mm. Well, they give you some pretty good portions though, Ken. I got smart. What I do is like the last time I went to the Olive Garden with my wife, I'll get like lasagna, but I'll get the soup to go first instead of a salad. And in the soup you can get seconds on the soup. So I'll get the rolls and eat the 2 bowls of soup, and I'll eat just a little bit of my lasagna and then take it home for another meal. I get 2 meals out of it for the price of one. So, and then I make them bring me some more bread before I go home. So I make sure I take more bread home with me for free. That's how you deal with that. And I actually love the soup anyway, so I have no problem whatsoever doing that. Now my wife, she's a salad person. She loves a salad. She didn't do it last time. I told her, I said, you know, fill up on salad. You know, eat a little bit of your fettuccine alfredo and just bring it home. She usually ends up bringing some home anyway, but chicken alfredo, I guess you get. Oh, you got on the $50 winner recon? Nice. You're really hitting them big lately. Yeah, you're definitely hitting them big now. $50. Like, it's like a couple in a row that were $50. Good night, Lisa. Thank you so much for coming. I was really hoping you'd come back. I was really concerned. I was afraid you weren't getting any notices, so I'm glad that you came back. I'm assuming you got the notice tonight. And thanks for coming. We appreciate you being here all the time. Love to see you here. So don't be a stranger. We're here usually, if possible. We're on. Have a good night, Lisa. Stay healthy. That's the way it works sometimes, Recon. Oh my goodness. Brad, you showed up. Wow. I thought you'd be too exhausted. I know I'm still tired. Good to see you. Now you get to see my crappy internet. I got stuck with Viastat, Brad. Can you believe that crap? Viastat. It's just a notch above HughesNet. That's all I could get. I've been so upset about this connection. I won't even go into it again. It's just depressing. Yeah, I am too. I spent all day. When I talked to you earlier, I was trying to find a dadgum new toilet for my RV because the toilet that was in it was an expensive one. And it was all ceramic and whatever. It was one of them really expensive ones, but the seal was bad in it. Couldn't find one. And it took me all day to locate another toilet. Yeah, that's the best I could get. I looked everywhere trying to find anything. I couldn't even. I'm not far from where I used to live. The CO that I used to hook to for my DSL was further away from me at the other place than it is now. And they will not let me have DSL here because they ran new fiber optic lines. No telling with AT&T. It's just ridiculous. Oh, great. Well, that's great. So that sold pretty dang fast. That's nice. I need to write this down. See, yeah, ASD. I've been writing down these stickers. ASD. I got you written down for that $2 you put up there. I appreciate that. Wanted to make sure I wrote that down for you. ASD. Yeah, I know it's greeny. It's just trying to get 720p out of this thing is horrible. Of course, a lot of it's the weather, Brad, because it's been raining for the last 2 days. Satellite and rain, clouds, they don't mix. My download, I was actually getting like an 18 megabit per second download. And at the beginning, I was showing like a little over 5 megabits per second upload. Not that bad, better than my DSL was. And it's just steadily going downhill. Today, I got, before I got on live here, I figured I was going to end up just shutting it right down because I got like 2.5 megabits per second download, which is horrible, and about the same upload. Not even that. No, I got like half a meg upload. And I was like, this ain't going to work at all. The dog is sick again, Brad? Wow. Summer school. That's good. She'll have fun with that probably. I know most of my grandkids were always excited when they first started school. They might have got sick of it after a while, but they always were excited to go the first time. Recon, you missed it earlier, but all the paintings for my videos, I was telling Ken and the other ones, I don't know if you're here or not, but I know you weren't. I'm going to be doing that video soon. I told you about this before. All the paintings that I did with the tutorials, I'll be putting online, except for my granddaughter one. They're going to be probably going up for half price. I got to get some paintings out of here. I've got to. Got no room for them. And I know you said something about you wanted some, so think about it, whatever. They'll be 50% off. I will do a video on what they are and what the price will be on them and all that stuff, and throw it up here as soon as I get this mess cleaned up some. Of course, I know you wanted to wait until you got another place, but that may be quite a ways down the road. As soon as I can get some of this mess organized here, it's probably going to be a couple of weeks before I can get them up. Hopefully that soon. As soon as I get this organized, I can start filming that stuff and get all my my camera setup thing all set up again. Then I can take shots of everything, and I'll put the prices on them right on the video, most likely. More than likely, the price I put on them will be including shipping. And I'll tell most of them won't be framed. That's why they're going to be cheaper. And like I already said, it's cheaper for you guys to buy the frame than for me to frame them and send them to you. Because usually the frames end up being about the cost of what the shipping is. It's ridiculous. Because of the weight. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely have it up as soon as I can, so that anybody that wants them can buy them, and I can get them shipped out. They're all ready to. They're all dry enough to ship anyway. So even the oil ones are dry enough to ship. And none of them are that big. The biggest ones are 16 by 20, but a good portion of them are 11 by 14. I have my own certification program. I actually wrote the program myself. I will probably be including a certificate of authenticity with each painting. Once I get the person's real name, I'll put it on the certificate of authenticity, and I'll sign it, and it'll go with the picture. and I also keep track of them. I used to do it for the galleries, and actually I wrote the program for the galleries because of them. And then they said they didn't want them. I would give them the certificates of authenticity, and when people would buy a painting, they wouldn't give them the dang certificate. I'm like, what's wrong with you people? The certificate's supposed to go with the painting. They didn't want to bother. So I actually stopped doing them for a while. But I plan on doing them again. It's a nice added little benefit. Because I sign them personally myself too, so. Well, guys, it's getting mighty hot in this room. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down for the night. It's been well over an hour right now. Brad, glad you got to drop in and say hello, and hopefully you'll be coming on again when you get recovered some. You were watching Bob Ross earlier? Cool. Yeah, I got to do some more painting videos. That's one of my priorities when I get this stuff straightened out here. So anyway, guys, I appreciate everyone coming tonight. And use two-sided tape, Ken. The landlord can't gripe about that. That'll wash off usually. Just don't put any holes in the wall. You can get stuff to hang pictures without putting holes in the wall. And tell your landlord that. I mean, it is your residence. You should have a right to put a picture up. All right, guys. We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Ken, Recon, Brad, I appreciate you all coming. Velvet, if you're still here, which I'm not sure if you are or not. So you all have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Hopefully we'll have it at least as good as it is tonight anyway. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.